Welcome.
Welcome to another episode of Bourbon Booze. It is Tuesday. No, it's Thursday. It's whiskey day. I always do that. I never know what day it is.
It's the day that ends with day.
Yeah. It's Thursday. It's whiskey day. And we hope you have been enjoying your week. Today we have something I'm kind of happy about. So hopefully you are too. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know about all of our videos Monday through Friday. Does mean a lot to me. So this is the Zackeriah Harris Bourbon. I don't know if it's available in your area or not, but Zackeriah Harris Bourbon is distilled by the Glenmore Distillery, which is Sazerac, owned by Sazerac, and I like Sazerac. I think they do some pretty good distillings. The proof on this bourbon is 40%, 80 proof. This is Kentucky bourbon, by the way. If you don't know, the Glenmore Sazerac distilleries are in Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville.
I think you can get this everywhere, but you may not ever see it because it is only, or you might bypass it, it's only $10.
What?
$10. So that's going to make it a 5-barrel on cost, because in most cases it's right under $10.
Why didn't they make this when I was a
They probably did.
youngster? I just overlooked it.
Yeah, Zackeriah is probably alive at the time. Back in 18 something.
Back when I was a kid?
Yeah.
After I got out of the
It's a classic, so since you're a classic, probably so. Okay, so
I probably drank it. I was just too drunk to remember.
Probably. Cody's first question is this Jack Daniels in disguise? No, this is a Kentucky bourbon, an inexpensive Kentucky bourbon, and the price is really reasonable. So my first thought when I picked this up was, you know what? This might be something that we and all of you out there who like to play with aging whiskeys in a barrel, if you have barrels, you might want to think about aging this to improve the $10 flavor. Cody's giving me the no-nos. So,
because he just looked at it, he thinks it's Jack Daniels. He's not going to get away from that.
So let's go ahead and do this review. Oh, it smells like a bourbon. It's got that spearmint, dark cherry, molasses, and vanilla. Anything else?
No, you said everything right
No, I
out.
didn't.
I feel like you're just throwing words out there, man.
You don't smell all that?
I smell the mint.
Spearmint, molasses. I think there's actually hints of maple, some oak.
I get a little bit of butterscotch.
Okay, a little bit of the tobacco. Not leather, though, which is usually with bourbons. But you're saying butterscotch.
A little of the baked goods, just like.
Piece of sweet mixed with.
But it's got that.
And the bitters that I don't like about it. It's just the same thing with Jack.
It's got that alcohol right in your nose.
Oh, see, I don't get that.
I do.
You are so freaking weird.
It's very smooth.
There's stuff that we drink and we're like, and he's like, I'm not getting any of that. It's smooth. There's no bite to it all. It's 180 proof and there's no bite to it all. And then there's this stuff which is like smooth as water, and you're like, oh, it's a little bit. I think there's some sort of like wiring in your head that's reversed.
No, I haven't tasted it yet.
Cody, speak up.
So, I think you said this is a Kentucky bourbon?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just starting to find that I may not like Kentucky bourbon. Generally speaking.
That hurts me.
Deep inside?
Yeah,
I like Texas bourbons.
You're not his son anymore.
I like Texas
You inherit
bourbons and
none of this.
Scotch.
It smells like a bourbon. I think this would be really good to have as a smoked whiskey, a smoked whiskey, a old-fashioned, a mint julep.
I can see it in cocktail mix.
I'm going to say this is a 4 on aroma.
It does have a fairly good aroma.
It does.
I'm going to give it a 3.
It's even better once you empty the glass.
Yeah. You're getting the tobacco and the...
Yeah, those stones come out more.
Yeah. They usually do.
The minty part of that weird mint that comes through on the smell and the taste is what I don't like about Jack Daniels, and it's very prominent in Jack Daniels and some other ones. And this one was similar. It mellowed out and got better as I was tasting it. And overall, I'd probably get it again and probably great for mixers.
Yeah.
But I think I'm starting to find...
very thin, watery. What is that? 3 plus? What is this? 3 what?
3 plus.
Oh, okay.
It's not a 3.5. It's just a...
I think it's very watery and thin. A little bit medicinal.
I agree with you with the water area.
It's got... like a varathane chemical.
To me, that's what I'm
but
getting.
But it's also got the notes of everything else on the palate. It's got the dark cherry and the vanilla.
To me, I was getting a varathane on the aroma, but on the flavor.
Okay, so it is got a little bit of a heat on the back end for 80 proof. That's kind of disappointing. I assume that's why I gave it a 3. It's got that more chemical bite than a flavor bite, a pepper bite, a proof bite. It's more of a chemical bite. The aroma is everything. Flavor and bite are not. So this is why I think this would be a really good, inexpensive bottle to throw back in a barrel. Maybe blend it with a different bourbon, like an Evan Williams or something like that, Jim Beam. But throw it back in the barrel, even on its own, and let it age another 15, 24 months.
Oh, I definitely agree.
And so since we're coming up on our small barrel, we need to start thinking about filling it because we're about ready to empty it. Maybe we all buy a bunch of these bottles and try aging it and see what we can come up with.
And I'm saying with $10 with a Coke or 7-Up.
Oh, I think it would definitely be a good mixer. I'm not so sure about the old-fashioned and the smoked whiskeys anymore. The aroma's got it. I'm not even sure about the mint julep because of the flavor. I think it needs something else. So adding it to something more sweet like a Coke or Sprite like or something. I'm not disappointed in it, but...
Definitely like a...
You pay $10, you get $10, and that's what this is.
This is like a house.
Yes. I've actually seen this as a house whiskey. In fact, I'm positive, absolutely positive, I went to my friend's 20th wedding party. It was a kind of a re-wedding thing, and this was the house whiskey he bought. He asked me, I gave him suggestions, he went with none of them.
None of them, and he took this.
But I could be wrong. It could be a different one, but I was thinking it's this. So I give it aroma as a 4. You give it as a 3. I give the flavor actually as a 2.5. I think it's lacking. You're giving it as a 3.5. Bite, I give it a 3. You gave it a 3.5. The cost is where it's at 5.
And that's kind of what I'm basing all my stuff on, is the cost.
I'm getting it as a 14.5 points, which is a strong 3.5, but let's hold up there. You're giving it, we actually match out at 14.5. So it comes out as a 3.5. This is not a 3.5. The cost is just artificially boosting it, which is great, but I think this is a dead 3, possibly even less, but we'll leave it as not a dead. That was bad choice words.
Well, that's why I gave it this big plus, because the cost is just like, this makes this to me, a
the
winner.
common man.
A winner for the common man. This is like, you can't go wrong with
Right. Roman water doesn't do much to the aroma or flavor, by the way.
it. It's like,
Tell us what you think in the comments below. Just everybody that's watching this video, briefly put in the comments how you feel about Zackeriah Harris and how you like it, don't like it. What are some suggestions, cocktail suggestions? Let's see if we can go ahead and every viewer write a comment about this and let us know what you think. Maybe it's much more popular than I would think it is. But again, you can't beat a $10 whiskey. It'd be really nice to see.
especially one that's not that bad.
Yeah, definitely got it on the nose. So, I mean, going to bed?
That's my bedtime. Okay, see you guys later.
Tell us what you think. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It means a lot to us. Check out Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and merchandise. And enjoy tomorrow's video. It's a cocktail. Cody and I were working on cocktails earlier today for Friday, and the cocktail that he first made looked like it shouldn't be drinkable.
Looked like pink sludge.
Yeah, it looked like something that a fast food company is going to turn into burgers. So
No.
we're not doing that one.
Into cheap hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
The banana sludge.
So we're not going to do that. But tell us, make sure you check out tomorrow's episode and see what kind of craziness or non-craziness. We might go to a book cocktail. I don't know what we're going to do. Have a great Thursday. Remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey. This good
It's
whiskey.
pretty good.
For $10, this is awesome whiskey.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good.
Laters.